You ain't never gotta wonder if I'm true or not. You so enticing, and if you really wanna know the truth about it, I think we're striking, cause we'll match on fire, keep it super hot. Now tell me how that shit make you feel. Tell me how that shit make you feel. Been on your mind, baby. You've been on mine lately. We feel the same.
Welcome back to the Moonchild Podcast. I am your host, Elijah KB, and today we're going to be talking about how we can only get what we are being a vibrational match to. We can only get what we're being a vibrational match to. If you're not being a vibrational match to more money, of course, that's what everybody want, right? More money. You're not gonna get it. If you're not being a vibrational match to a healthy love life, guess what? You're not gonna get it. If you're not being a vibrational match to a great career, satisfying, fulfilling career, guess what? You got it. You're not gonna fucking get it. All right, so basically, the focus here to manifesting these things is obviously our vibration. When you think of money or more money, yeah, we have, like, a lot of times we'll have a desire for more money, or, you know, the perfect love life, or you know, fulfilling career or whatever. But at the same time, when we actually think about having it right now, we always think, or a lot of us think, like, that's down the road. That's when I get rich. One day I'll be rich. One day, you know, I'll have the love of my life and we'll live happily ever after, right? We kind of put it off into the distance. So it's like, all right, cool. You say it's down the road, we're gonna make sure it's always down the road. You know what I'm saying? It's so literal that people miss it. You understand? So the reason I bring this up is because I just want to help clarify something for people. When you're on the verge of manifesting, you know, something into your life, you have to keep in mind that we're getting what we're vibrationally matching. So if you're only vibrationally matching the lack thereof, then that's what you get. And you get more. The universe will give you more things to help you to magnify that lack. You understand? Because it's literal. It's not something that, you know, should be overthought. It's pretty basic. If you, like I said before in one of the episodes, if you're sitting there matching that you want a new car, or you want a new, you know, relationship, or a great relationship, you want it, you need it. Universe says yes. Okay, yes, you want it. Yes, you need it. In fact, I'm gonna make sure you want it and need it even more, because this is what you're focusing on, and what you focus on grows. Right? So universe is being obedient. It has to be obedient to you. It has to give you what you are vibrationally matching. That's the law. That is the law. We can't do nothing about that. You understand? But it's infinite possibilities within that. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're manifesting, because, like I said, we can only get what we're being a vibrational match to. If you're being a vibrational match to a healthy love life, then that's what you get. If you're being a vibrational match to a toxic love life, that's what you get. Even if it's not on a conscious level. That's why I covered I have an episode about reprogramming the subconscious mind. The reason why that's so important is because the subconscious mind never stops, right? So it's constantly going all the time, and this is within the subconscious mind are the programs that were placed pretty fairly early on, all the way up into now. Like all of the programming that's been happening subconsciously that you've just been taking in mindlessly, it's stored there. The reason why this is important is because it ultimately runs the show, and it ultimately creates your overall life experience. You understand? Because this is where the hard wiring is in the subconscious mind. The conscious mind, you know, it can take in information, but it'll lose it at some point in time if it's not repeated. Repetition is key. So in order to reprogram your mind, reprogram your subconscious mind, you would have to first do shadow work to unplug and, you know, clear out the old shit, and then repeat the new shit to reprogram yourself, right? So this is how you attract what you want. You start to become a vibrational match to what you want. A lot of times, we don't even truly believe that we deserve the things that we want. You know what I'm saying? We have like this unconscious separation between what we want and what we deserve. So consciously you might think like, yeah, hell yeah, I want some more money. I want way more money than I'm making. I want to be rich. But then as far as like worthiness and, you know, you feeling like you deserve that shit, which would be AKA a vibrational match to it. Instead of that, you have a conflict. You have the opposite. You feel the opposite of that shit. You like, okay, well, nah, I don't deserve it yet. Like, I gotta work my ass off first, and then, you know, and I gotta put in real hard man hours to get this shit, and then I deserve it. Then I'll be a vibrational match to it. You know what I mean? Or I'll feel like, you know, that I'm worthy of this. You understand? So because of that separation of like of ideas, this is the very reason why you can't get that. That's what's holding you back from it. Of course, there's an entire process in between A and B, right? But what I'm saying ultimately is once you start to match match that version of you, like what would that version of you think? What would that version of you eat? You know what I'm saying? Where would you hang out? Just you know, overall, what's the lifestyle of that version of you? Now, I'm not saying to go spend all your fucking money, you know what I'm saying, and do a bunch of shit that you can't afford to do right now and things like that. But what I am telling you to do is use your imagination. Imagination is key, and people think, you know, imagination is frivolous. It's something that you shouldn't even pay attention to because it's not reality. Let me tell you something. Imagination is literally creating your reality, or lack thereof, because there are programs that have been placed inside of you that you've adopted for your own thoughts and you know, ideas and emotions. That's created your reality because you adopted these thoughts and these beliefs. Your reality mimics these thoughts and these beliefs. So yes, when you utilize your imagination to create your own lifestyle, your own unique lifestyle, and imagining that you are already in it embodying the emotion of who you would be if you had that money, or if you had that lover, or if you had, you know what I'm saying? The universe starts to respond to that vibration, just like it always had to respond to the vibration that you were putting out prior, before you reprogram your subconscious mind and you were running off your old program. Just like it matches that, it has to match the good shit too. It's law. Here's the thing. The universe doesn't give a fuck about which one you pick. The universe is not a human, okay? That good and bad shit, listen, this is one big process. You tell me which way you want this shit to go, and this is the way that shit gonna go. It does not give a fuck about, oh, that's a bad experience. Oh, that's a good experience. No. What are you manifesting? Okay. Then that's where we're gonna go. And this is the results you're gonna get. You understand? Also, it's very important to understand that it's one big process. So this is when we have to stop getting so engulfed in like the ideas of good and bad, because sometimes things that seem bad are actually just a part of the process. It's just kind of like losing is a part of winning. A lot of L's is a part of the big win. Like that's one big process. Like you don't watch a movie just to fast forward through all the problems and see the happily ever after. No, like the whole movie is the movie. It's the process. The whole song is the process. Who the fuck fast forwards all the way to that one part? Okay, sometimes, we do that, but it doesn't hit as nearly as hard as when we allow it to build up. You don't dance to a song to just get to the end of the song, right? You are enjoying the whole thing. You understand? So, allow the process to be the process. So shit, to get a new car, you might lose a car. You gotta make room. It just makes sense. Like it's just, universe is doing things behind the scenes that you can't see yet. But because we're so stuck in our own way of thinking and what we see, we think that's the whole thing. We're not realizing that it's a bigger picture here than what we can actually see. That we're actually, it's a bigger picture than what we're being exposed to at that very moment. We tend to be narrow-minded and think, well, like, no, it has to happen like this. It's like, bro, when we're manifesting, one of the main things to remember is how is not our responsibility. It's cool to make our plans and put action in because, of course, this is an action-based reality, 3D. Yes, this is physical. It's the spiritual and the physical balanced. That's what this reality is about. So yes, you do have to put in, actual physical effort, action. Yes, but the ultimate how, when shit ain't going your way, the way you planned it, listen, don't worry about that shit. Trust me, it's not a time to worry. It's not a time to panic. That just means that it's a better route for you. Because what you're thinking about is like, oh, it didn't go according to my plan, and that was the best plan for this. If it was meant to be, then it would have went like this, and But what the universe is saying is like, okay, like I feel you, but if we would have went your way, you would have took a major loss. If we would have went your way, you could have got hurt. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if we got this meeting that we're going to, and I've used this example before, but like maybe not on the podcast, but you have like a important meeting, and so you getting dressed and shit. You know what I mean? And you done made made sure that you got ready early, so you're not late, just in case anything could happen. You were so prepared. This is a really important meeting. You've been, anticipating this all week, all that good shit, right? Get in the car, you on the way to the meeting, hit a little traffic, it's cool. You left early. It's like, haha. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get there anyway, right? And then you hit like some major traffic. And now you looking at the time, it's getting closer and closer, and then it get to that point where it's like, it's no fucking way you're gonna make it on time. No fucking way. And so you're late for the meeting. Damn. You thinking like, it's no way this is working out in my favor. Like, how the fuck is this working out in my favor? Like, I've been manifesting this type of business meeting. I've been trying to get to this, this and that and this and that. So from your perspective, from your human perspective, where you can see what you can attain at that moment, things are not working out. You got fucked over basically by the universe, and now you can't get to where you were trying to get to. But here's what the universe seen. Because it made you late, it saved you from a fatal car accident. Yeah, it saved your life. So it's not always about what you can see. You know what I mean? It's hardly about what we can see. That's where faith comes in at. You understand? So, yeah, man, it's not as simple as we try and make it, or as how we see it. Because, like I said, we can become more narrow-minded. Like, the lower your vibration is, the more narrow-minded you become, if you notice. So basically, you don't want to get the vibration of wanting something confused with the vibration of attracting something, because the vibration of attraction is the vibrational match to what you are trying to attract. So you literally have to embody the emotion and the thought process of having the manifestation already. Not having it one day, not just being optimistic about the future only. Embody the actual vibration of what you're trying to see in your reality. This is key. This will save you a lot of time too. I really want a new car. I really want a new house. I really want to, I really need this. I really need this. The universe is only saying yes. It's only like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll even give people around you the car that you want to make you want it more, because I got to make sure you want that car, because that's what you said. You said you want the car. You didn't say you had it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's seemingly an asshole way of going about things, but it's fair. You just got to understand it. By the way, when you are, when you recognize that you're not being a vibrational match to the thing or the experience that you would like to experience in your life, certain times, an actual block will reveal itself, which is a good thing, because now you know what to do shadow work on. So if you don't feel worthy of having a fulfilling relationship, there you go. There's something to do shadow work on. Because when you're trying to match it, you're trying to act like you are being in a relationship, or that you are already in it. There's a certain block that might come up that's like, I'm not worthy of that right now. Or I'm not, I don't really deserve that. I just want it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now you know what to do shadow work on to help clear out those old patterns of thinking, those old ways of being, and then you can implement the new thoughts and the new emotions, become a vibrational match to that, and before you know it, you got options left and right. You understand? And this is not even an exaggeration. I'm telling y'all to match the vibration of what you actually want. Act as if you have it. Be as if you have it. It's not always about the action. It's about getting fucking delusional about the feeling about it, about actually being in it. Dedicate at least an hour of your day to be delusional. Okay? Get engulfed in the actual feeling of having what you are trying to attract. Get serious about altering your vibration. Before you know it, this starts to become a habit. This starts to become your ultimate, your dominant vibration, actually. And then unconsciously you are attracting that left and right constantly. You start to see it. You start to see the patterns show up in your life. And this is how you alter your vibration. Or this is how you alter your reality, actually. So we get what we are being. We do not get what we want. We get what we are. This has been the Moonchild Podcast with the Moonchild, his motherfucking self, Elijah KB. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for joining me. For those interested in spiritual advice, I now have a page where you can sign up for a one-on-one hour session with myself. The link will be in the description. And for any questions and topics for the podcast, feel free to email them to me.